Annika was speaking. "Family from Sepphoris still interested in your place?" She shook her head and gave a heavy sigh as she slid a slice of honey cake from the knife to a plate. "I never could have imagined such a thing. No tribe of Joseph left in Nazareth. My steps may stop at the well, but my heart will ever wander past it, up that old hill to that old home." "They are interested, but Jude and James do not want to sell until they talk to Simon about it, and he's off on some crazy lark to Decapolis. They want to talk with Joses and Mother, too, but that's not the reason they're going to Jerusalem." No, it was the same old story. People leaving her for God. Jorah never seemed to figure in. "So," Annika said as she slid onto the bench across from Jorah, "Caesarea Maritima for you." Someone has to tell her. They fell silent. Jorah's glance kept straying to the uncut portion of Annika's honey cake. What was it about that loaf? Annika was right. Soon all of the children of Joseph would be gone from the home forever. In just a few hours, Jorah and James and Judas were leaving. She for Caesarea Maritima, they for Jerusalem. The home would be an empty shell, as she was without Nathaniel. Why would a loaf of bread? She remembered. This time she couldn't conceal the tears. "Child," Annika said softly, reaching to grasp Jorah's hand. "He brought them bread." Jorah gasped and bit her lip. Sorrow wrapped around her like an old black garment. Nathaniel had brought them bread, one of Annika's loaves. He went back to ask the strangers to join their party on the road to Jerusalem so they would feel safer traveling in a larger company. For bread, they gave him blood, his own. He died days later of the wounds. Jorah sagged and rested her forehead on the table, grief upon grief. Nathaniel and Jesus, dead within days of each other, both murdered. One was said to have risen again. Well, Jorah never saw him. The other lay beneath a pile of stones in a common grave outside Bethany. No rumors of resurrection there. Her face became humid with her breath on the table. "I would kill Joab if I could." She breathed into the old oak. "I would kill him, Annika. God help me, I would." "I would lend a hand." Jorah looked up, scowling. She drew her sleeve across her face. "You would lend a hand," she sneered. Annika smiled sadly, cheeks pushing skin into a multitude of soft wrinkles. "You and me both, Jorah. We'll be the terrors from Nazareth, instruments of God's vengeance. What do you say?" She balled her fist and held up her arm to show she still had some muscle. Jorah couldn't even smile. Did everyone change as much as Annika had in the past month? News of Jesus and news of Nathaniel. Annika had gained 10 years with all the news from Jerusalem. That made her old indeed. "You would not kill a fly if it bit you twice." She hated the sound of her own voice. All the crying made her speak through her nose. Annika snatched her fist from the air. "You would not either," she retorted. "Judas tells me that boy was not responsible for Nathaniel's death. He said that Joab tried to save him, that he killed the one who attacked Nathaniel. Stop making him responsible for your pain. That's cowardice, Jorah. You are not a coward." "Joab could have prevented it," Jorah spat. "Jorah, Jorah," Annika said, voice low. "Sorrow is enough to bear." "He was going to marry me, Annika." The old woman nodded heavily. "I know, child. I know he loved you." Did Nathaniel talk about